Hey guys, this is David with Great Choice Audio Video. Hey, today we have a special video on an unboxing from a pair of James Loudspeaker. These are the SA63-4. -4 means they can fit inside a 2x4 stud space. And these are part of the small aperture speakers. Now guys, we've shown you many of their speakers over the last several months, and I tell you what, if you want a type of speaker that you don't necessarily, it doesn't stand out like a typical speaker, your typical round, typical square, rectangle speaker, whatever it may be, because they're usually big, 6.5, 8-inch, whatever. And you want to match, this is an architectural type house, or you just want them to actually match all the 4-inch can lights that are in the ceiling, so they actually blend in, or so you don't see these big old, round holes or anything sticking off the ceiling. Some people don't like that. Let's say you have a room that you want a lot better audio without necessarily adding a subwoofer in the room. So you want actual good sounding music, whether it's in an office, a listing room, even kitchen, other places like that. But you don't want big speakers in your ceiling or anything that really stands out past the can lights and so forth. Well guys, this is your answer. So like I said, SA63-4. So this fits into a 4-inch stud space. So you can go in wall or in ceiling. And the client that we're actually doing this for, we're doing it in wall. But the grill is super small. So there's several components to this. So let me show you real quick how this works. This is it's a marine grade aluminum. Super heavy. So if you can see this guy, so it has one hole down here, and it's got little, it's got places to screw in some plates, and then the brackets are right there on the side. So you can see this, it's pretty heavy. So nice solid back. It just has one side, and you can see guys, it's less than 4 inches thick, so this can go into a 2x4 stud space. So the way this works is you have your 2-conductor down here at the bottom. So you bring in your 2-conductor, whether you're using 16 gauge or 14 gauge, depending on how long the run is. So you bring that into where you're going to put these speakers, whether it's in the ceiling or in the wall. And so what you want to do is you want to brace the front perfectly in line with the studs. And so when they come back and lay their sheetrock, depending on what size sheetrock they do, meaning the thickness, they use 1/2 inch, 5/8 or whatever, depends on the spacing of all the components that we need. So here are some of the components that it comes with. You have these little blocks. All right, so what this comes with is a round one and a square one. So here's your round and square, and these are your construction blocks. These are, when during construction you install this piece, and you don't want this opening to stay open, while the sheetrock guys are going to sheetrock. So whichever one you go with, whether it's square or round, it comes with these screws. You set it on that. So when the sheetrock guys come in, they lay their sheetrock over the front, just like so, and then they'll cut, whether you have the circle or the square on your piece there. So that'll leave that opening. So once they cut their hole around, your template that you give them, which is one of these pieces, and in this particular case, we're going with the square, then we'll come back and add, there's all kinds of trim pieces, guys. That's what's really cool. There's all kinds of round and square, and whether it's for sheetrock or for wood, you can use this on any kind of surface. So it's really cool. So lots of options with this type of speaker to try to blend these in. But we're going with sheetrock. So if you see here, it's a ring. So what happens is that, imagine the sheetrock is on the wall, and then after they've cut the hole, this goes like that. So now they can mud it, and this is a mud ring. So when they mud it all, this will make this square area, which is for the grill, perfectly in line. So when you put this grill in like so, it'll be right flush with the sheetrock. And I don't know if you can see that, guys. That helps at all. But man, so this is what you'll see for this whole speaker. This 26-inch long enclosure, you'll see that, and that is it. And I can say, guys, if you're trying to match this up with, you know, round 4-inch can lights, you can do that with the make a round version of this. So super cool. It delivers an incredible amount of bass. You wouldn't believe, because they're using the power pipe subwoofer technology, if you're familiar with those. And so it's got a 6.5-inch aluminum driver inside the enclosure. And then for the mids and highs, this is their little module. Super cool. So this is a 3/4-inch aluminum tweeter and a 2-inch mid-range. So, and this just screws inside of this once you put in this plate. And man, and then this will go over that. It's just a nice, clean fit and finish. Super awesome design by James. But, you know, obviously this is one of those things you got to do before the sheetrock goes in. So if you're doing a remodel, doing new construction, and you want a nice pair of speakers, but don't necessarily want them to stand out, or you just want speakers that don't stand out and want to blend into the ceiling or the walls better with their custom trim rings. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the video, subscribe, leave me comments down below, give us a like. We're still trying to build a subscriber base. Lots of cool things. We'll be showing you guys the actual installation of these as we put them into the wall in our pre-wire, which we have coming up this next week. And then obviously we'll show you guys when we go back to do the finished job. And we have a lot of really cool things, by the way, going at that job. And we may even do another pre-wire video on that one, because there's so many different things between motorized shades, a full dedicated theater room that we're doing, I believe using darts, and then using James all in the living room. So super cool stuff, guys. Can't wait to show you that. So like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And until next time, guys, we'll see you.